Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. Where I do what I do for you. I got something nice for you today. So let's get this party started. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment. That's what it takes to get it. So you have to put the work in. My job to get you there. Your job is to put the work in. So, in understanding that, my mission, all right thinkers, know thyself. Right thinkers' goal is to know thyself. So I ask the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. Get you to know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. It's simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not, but believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know, it's okay. They're spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these people reside in you, right thinkers. Know thyself. And as always, to my yacht, be true. You know, I'm big on spirituality. You know, I'm big on teaching concepts and views. So, right thinkers, let's talk about things that spiritually awakened people do and don't do. It's a little lesson here on if you're spiritual, these things should fall in line with what you do if you claim to be spiritual. Let's find out right now. First of all, the first thing, I won't be around toxic people who exhibit low vibration. That turns me the wrong way, off. It don't excite me. So I get away from it. They are spiritual energy drainers. Trust me. If you're around people where they don't lift you up, they don't make you feel good about being around them, why are you around them? I'm just saying, this is just speaking for myself. I don't have a lot of friends. When you spiritually awaken, you won't. You check and self reflect yourself. Well, how often? Daily? Yeah. Did I do my best today? Did I give my best effort? Did I handle situations? That's self-reflecting at the end of the day. Some people go through life, could care less what they do, couldn't remember the next day what they did yesterday. So I understand it's a different routine, but these are things that if you're spiritual, you have to be aware of. Why? Because you need to perfect you. You need to take care of you. And if you worry about everything other than you, you ain't doing your job. Moving on. I hear a lot of ignorant people talking and engaging in conversations. I will not indulge. I will not engage. I'm not wasting my time, energy, and effort on ignorant people with ignorant conversations. My pastor told me if you get in the mud with the pig, you can't claim not to be a pig. So I can't claim to be a right thinker, and I'm doing ignorant stuff. They don't go together. So I make sure I avoid those situations for myself. If I hear a spiritual knowledge, if I hear spiritual conversation being spoken, oh, I will join in. That's my area. So I can feel comfortable around people talking like that. If you're not, I ain't gonna say nothing. Why? That ain't my thing. Again, you get to pick and choose who you want to engage with and who not to. So that's discernment. Again, my discernment let me know they good people. Okay, these are my church family. I ain't speaking on all Christians. I don't speak for all church people. I speak for mine, the ones that I know, the ones I fellowship with. Spiritually awakened people won't, listen, won't judge anyone but themselves. I got a brother tell me, I'm a Christian. Why? I don't judge people. Okay. Whatever criteria you work in your situation has nothing to do with me. But that's his concept. Okay, but good people don't judge. Make a difference what religion you profess. That's my point. So I just listen. Again, I pay attention to what other people say. Now, right thinkers, we always have to embrace what? Change in life. Well, why not? We understand I'm a routine type of dude. I got certain things I want a certain way. We all have that right. But you have to understand if you're not at your best, you gotta constantly what? Change to get there. So if you at your best, yeah, you good. But if you're not there, and only you know that, ain't nothing to do with me. You make that decision. But if you're not there, you should be putting the work in what? To take care of you. Not worry about what other people do. Well, this is who I am, this is how I am. But if how you is not working, it's not good, why do you continue to be that way? That's just ignorant. No, that's not ignorant. That's stupid. Dumb. Whatever, not ignorant. Ignorant means not to know. But when you know something and you don't do, that's dumb. Come on, sorry about that. I don't cast expression, but that's an action. Okay. I'm explaining what you do, what it is. Simple as that. But if you're not ready for change, aka self-improvement in your life, you ain't gonna grow. Simple as that. Spiritual growth is sunshine, water, nutrient, nurture yourself. I'm big on that. Life is a what? Daily journey. That you have total control over. Well, I don't control. Whoa, 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 whoa. You should control you. You don't control what go on, but you should control how you deal with whatever's going on. That's self-mastery. That's right thinkers go to get you to act like you've been there before, even if you never did. Acquiesce to the situation, meaning do what you need to do. If I'm in Rome, I'm gonna be a Roman. See? Don't stand out in a negative manner. That's all we want to do. Why? They won't notice nothing. Why? If you went with everybody else, they just think you one of them. Whenever you see people infiltrate, what they do? If they got hoods on, they go grab a hoodie, put their clothes on, and do what they do. They do it all the time. It's called infiltration. Okay, get to know your enemy from the inside. And when a person can get in your head and control your emotions, he got you or she got you. Moving on. Now, if you're not your best self, and a lot of us ain't why we ain't perfect, so we got work to do. AKA, you're not done what on your life journey. You still got some more to do. If knowing thyself is your goal, and you haven't reached that goal, you should be on it, still on your grind, so to speak. Some of us, it's a life journey. It takes a whole life. Some of us don't make it through the whole journey. So the destination is based on the work that you put in. Again, because you have control over that, your life, you. If you are ignorant of that, aka yourself, then you should welcome change. You should be the first one that want change. If your situation that you're in ain't working for you and ain't good, wouldn't you want change? AKA knowledge of self. Excuse me. Will give you change. Why? Once you have it, now you have to act on it. No more excuses. So I don't know. I ain't know. Nuh-uh. With self-knowledge, it takes away the ignorance. That's the veil that most people don't understand. The veil of ignorance is keeping a whole lot of people from reaching their spiritual growth. Moving on, I tell you that all the time. It's based on that thing called the ego. Again, where we at? Okay, spiritual. Now, spiritual enlightenment don't just happen. You don't just get spiritual. You don't just wake up and spiritually enlightened. It's a process that you have to go through, and it's earned. Just like what? Your blessings. If you live and do right, good things will happen. That's the philosophy that y'all follow. I know that. We've been doing it for a long time. Okay. So, and it don't make what religion you follow. I can tell you that. It's the deeds that you put in. Understand that. Once you understand it's all about the work that you put in, you can get busy on you now. You don't need a whole bunch of outside. No, you need to take care of you. Okay? Spiritually awakened, aka right thinkers, have, you ready? Total control over our egos. I can sit and talk to you for 3 minutes or less and know if you're ego driven or if you have your ego under control. Moving on. That's what I see. My third eye. Now, if you know your flaws is, that's part of knowing thyself and reflecting and checking. You should know your own weaknesses. You are the only one who can what? Change them. So you can't change your flaws. Your mother, father can't change your flaws. So again, it falls back on what? Self. It's getting redundant, but I hope, excuse me, getting a little dry. I got another drink. But the idea is everything you do is geared for you. It should be. And if you're doing something else, then you're doing something wrong. Moving on. Sorry. Now, I get mad, an emotion. I get pissed off, another emotion. I get upset, again, emotion. These are all emotions that people are going to put you to test and find out if how you react to them. They're going to do what they're going to do. They're going to be who they are. If you know people are that way, why you get all bent out of shape when they do what they do? You already know that's how they are. That's annoying to me. But when you allow that to change you, I get to deal with that every day. But how do I deal with it? My spiritual, this is my self mastery gets me through every situation because I do the same thing the same way every time. If it's good, I'm with it. If it's bad, I'm not. Simple as that. If it's ignorant, I ain't partaking. So you dictate that, what I do, but that's how you avoid a lot of nonsense. Okay, I don't have a whole bunch of stuff going on in my world. Why? I don't need that nonsense. At one time, my phone be ringing all day. Okay, I couldn't get out. Now I'm good. So when you change, things change. If you want things to change, start with you. Mike tells it best, man in the mirror. Okay, start with that. In anything you see somebody else doing, start with yourself first. Look inward before you start looking outward. That's just my personal advice. Now, I see people who can't control their weaknesses on a daily basis. Why? They do the same thing every day. Say the same thing every day. And swear to God, they ain't gonna do the same thing. That's Ouroboros chasing the tail. And all you can do is watch them flounder around. Why? You can't tell them nothing that they already heard. So I learned who to teach and who not to teach. I'm here teaching those who want to be taught. So I don't have to worry about that nonsense that's going on. Why? I see it. I ain't got to do nothing about that. That ain't my job. I see ignorance every day. Trust me. So I understand how to deal with it. That's all. When you get that, that's self-mastery. Controlling your own situation. Whatever situation you're in, just control you. Situation will be what it is anyway. That's self-mastery. Again, right thinkers. Joy is what? In simple things in life, like selfless service, being happy for other people, putting things before yourself, and understanding it ain't about you. Okay, when you a giver, it ain't always about you. Most people make it about them. That's the ego self. Trust me, male and female. Moving on, let me wrap this up. I see the clock. All right, let's go. I got a few more things that I want to get across. Hope I'm making it clear to you. Right thinkers, when find joy in what? Other people's good fortunes also. That's true friendship. That's true friendships that's based on, what's this? First of all, spiritual love is finding joy in others' good fortune in their lives. That's why we pray for good things to happen. So when it happens for them, you feel real good. I know I do. So again, through experience, I'm just telling you how it works for me. Friendships that are based on respect and spiritual bonds. Okay, bonds, give me bonds. Meaning if you are Jew, Muslim, Christian, that don't change our respect for one another and our spiritual bonds that we have. Respect for one another crosses all religious boundaries. Understand that. And what happened? Those friendships will last for life. Will last a lifetime. I have mine. If you don't have 50 years of betting with me, you don't know me. For real. Why? I went through some changes and, I'm smoothed out. And some people who've been knowing me my whole life see that, but they still know he's the same dude. That's the difference. If you see me at one stage, you might think that's me. Different stage, no, that's him. No, that ain't him. That ain't him. This is me. The final result. You're looking at it now. Okay, I'm there. I reached the pinnacle personally in my life. That's all. So I try to teach others to do the same. That's why I do what I do. It's for you. Let me wrap this up. I'm talking too much. Spiritually awakened people know what? True happiness comes where? From within, not material stuff out or other people outside the self. Again, I don't need a mate to meet spiritually to be happy. Don't think that. Don't believe that. But those friendships that's based on the love and respect, they don't change. Why? Who's gonna break it? If y'all both do the same thing, that friendship is stone. Simple. It's when that friendship is somebody gonna break it, and that's where the problem comes. Simple. I told my little brother, we got a man code. If you violate the man code, I can't get your pass. I gotta let you know, my man, you messed up. Okay? And when you do, you got to own it. He did a lot of, but too much of it. Moving on. I got a tribute to my dude coming up. His birthday coming up this month. He's a Leo. Y'all know about y'all. I ain't gonna talk about you right now. But watch this. As a grandfather, I get so much joy, seeing my grandkids excel in life, going into their world when they playing sports, whatever they doing, I'm coming and being a fan, and I just get so much joy. I had no idea that can be so joyful just watching other people, and I just sit there and just enjoy myself. Okay, so I'm comfortable. I'm at peace. I ain't going there with attitude. I'm going to just enjoy seeing my grandkids do what they do. Again, in their world, on their time. When I was coming up, you had to go see the grandparents. Oh, I do what I had to. But my grandmother was cool, so I didn't have that problem. Okay, I love going to see my grandparents. Why? I'm going to get some life lessons. Didn't know it then, but I love talking to my grandparents. Sit on their knee and sit up in with them and just let them do what they do. And I took a lot of that stuff in. Helped me out. Now I'm using it to help. I'm an elder now. Who'd have thought? But yeah, it happens in life. That's why I give life lessons. I know life. I'm living it. So let me wrap this up. Again, appreciate you tuning in. Right thinkers. Oh, no. Okay, here's the best part right here. This is my favorite. How can I miss this one? When your heart and your mind, female, male, husband, wife, I just got that concept and this just fits so perfect. Why? I call it heart-mind coherence. But they say the marriage, and I get it, the marriage between the heart and the mind works the same way. When they working as one, now you are what? Spiritually awakened. You have spiritual knowledge. What? You know thyself. That's the goal, and that's the end game for all spiritual beings having this human experience. If you think anything else, go for it. Knock yourself out. Not me. Yeah, watch this. I don't, right thinkers, last one. Right thinkers, we don't live by what? Society's expectations of us. Well, we know ourselves, so we don't have to march to their tune or do what they say do. I don't follow the crowd. Why? I don't and I won't march to society's drums. Why? I have self-knowledge. That's why. Whatever knowledge you got, that's fine. But when I got self-knowledge, I could care less about any knowledge you have. Moving on. And they think that they got knowledge. No, you got knowledge. I got self-knowledge. That's the true knowledge. Understand that. And that's what they call forbidden or hidden knowledge. Why? They hide it all. It's out here in front of your face. A lot of us don't see it. A lot of y'all don't see it. I laugh. But moving on, I got a lesson for that coming up for you too. Okay. Again, everything I do is to enlighten you to who? You, yourself. Yeah, I will follow. Again, the law. I broke the law. I got locked up. So I'm doing that dumb stuff. Okay. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't break the law. Okay. Society's laws, but that's it. I walk alone. I don't need to do none of that nonsense. Why? I know what I'm doing. If you think or believe you do, go for it. I don't think or believe. I know. So if I'm walking, I don't mind walking by myself. Moving on. And thanks for the 2,000 some odd subscribers who follow my concept. I appreciate you. I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm doing what I do. It's all for you. And guess what? You know the masses, and y'all say society is what? A bunch of ignorant people. Why are you following them? If the crowd doing one thing, I told you all the time. If the masses going that way, but no, but that's all I can do for you. Moving on. If you choose to go with them, again, you choose. You can choose your own pattern. But if you choose to follow and not lead yourself, you deserve to get whatever coming to you. Again, if y'all put this clown in position to do what he want to do, you get just what you deserve. Oh, well, yeah, okay. Again, the consequences to your actions, sometimes you might not want to suffer through that. Again, life lessons. You know the math. Okay, did that one. Sorry. I fellowship weekly for the last 10 years with a group of people who I don't always agree with their philosophy. Don't make That's what I'm trying to explain to you. When I go to church, I'm a Christian. I told you, when they're wrong, when in church, become Christian. Simple. My brother come to visit, he a Muslim. He come in, he become a Christian. If I got to go to the mosque, I'm Islam alaikum, alaikum assalam. Simple. I'm going to be Islamic as best I could. Why? That's the environment that I'm in. Be comfortable, fit in, okay? Spiritually awakened. That means spirit is God. When you have God knowledge, when you are awakened to God with your own understanding, that's becoming spiritually awakened. And spiritually awakened people are different people. Well, because they do what they're supposed to do, aka the right thing. A lot of people who claim and the deeds that they do show that they're not who they claim to be. Do the right thing. That's what makes you a right thinker. If you're a Christian, do the Christian thing. I ain't got a problem with that, but just be honest and sincere with it. That's all. Put your best foot forward. Give it your best effort. And if you fall short, it ain't because you didn't try. Okay? So in closing, right thinkers, hope you enjoyed the lesson. Remember, are you spiritually awakened? The answer comes from you. So in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100 and be 100 minus a day. So I never know that even your spiritual not awakened passed away. But I'll be back with more information about self for you. Oh, I ain't done.